Hello and welcome back to the second part of this episode. Because the combat was so long, this will be a bit shorter. We're probably just going to go for another 53 minutes or so. Reminder to everyone that if you subscribe and comment on this episode of Nightmares Incarnate and Conspiracy of Demons, that's both parts, on YouTube, and you do that for the next couple episodes, you will be put in an entry to win this Pathfinder book as well as a couple others. We will be seeing who wins, and I will ship it to you myself from Australia. So that is a contest or giveaway. I don't know what you say, whatever it is.
I go and Gil goes over and kick Stamp like lightly in the side.
You are Balenciaga, Harry.
Should we get moving? Yo, lady, we killed the things.
I'm aware, and you'll be let in momentarily.
Uh-huh.
Plus, Alkios has the key. He spoiled my fun. Although it was pretty although it was pretty funny to watch him flounder about as he nearly got himself killed.
Are we gonna get paid for this, since we kind of did y'all a solid?
Sandeep says under his breath, no. You just hear her laughing in the background.
Alright, guys, let's go.
Sorry, guys. If we were playing with XP, we would be level 20 already by now.
Yeah.
But we don't!
I go up and knock Alkion on the chest, and I say, "Hello, mate. Thanks for the help, I guess." And then I say that, like, raising my eyebrows as I say help. You really did us a solid there. You really distracted that one guy real hard.
In front of you...
Yeah, in front of us.
In front of you, you see a tall male satyr, taller than Gilrock, or Dantmoss, what's your character's height?
Sorry, let me check. I think it is. It's 5'11".
Okay, he's taller than you. Rook, you?
I'm, what am I, 6'3", I think?
Okay, he is an inch shorter than you, so... You see a tall male satyr with long, sturdy legs with heavy musculature. They have dark brown fur on them, leading up into lighter brown towards his hips. He is mostly normal, with a very handsome face, until you get to the right side of his body, where it becomes obvious something's wrong. His one eye is orange and slitted like that of a dragonborn. It is covered in scales and spines, and at the end of it, it is tipped with needle-like claws. His skin is of an olive tone, much like Gilrock's, as he kind of just looks up and lets out an embarrassed chuckle and shakes his head. Yeah, not my finest moment in a battle, admittedly, but could have been worse.
Yeah, you could have died, but we saved you, so it's fine. Starts moving ahead. So you have the key, right, to this door, yeah?
Yeah.
I catch his shoulder and turn him towards me. 1 second, Gil. And I just reach up and hold my hand towards his mouth, moving slowly towards him. Open up.
What?
Oh, right, it's for the poison. It'll make that numbness in your fingers go away.
I'm immune to poison. I wasn't. The paralysis wasn't poisoning.
Oh,
Okay, so
right.
he
Then
doesn't
in
need
which case... Oh, so you're immune to And I just keep moving ahead now, realizing that he was even more useless than I thought he was.
I don't understand. The paralysis condition...
poisoned.
No, the paralysis condition isn't the same. What do you mean he was
Yeah, no, I know, but I found it funny because the dude that's immune to poison still got gotted. That's all. It's like he had an extra line of defense.
Morgana's just gonna roll her eyes and be like, really, guys? Like, I appreciate that you guys made the effort to, you know, bring me back
Keep you
from near
alive.
death. Yes, and that being the same thing. But yes, I appreciate that. You guys, you know I'm not much of a fighter. My spells are useless against anything.
That's very cool, Morgana. We weren't talking to you, so I don't know what you're saying this for.
Because I want to make a point that I wasn't just standing back trying to hide away because I didn't want to help you guys. I couldn't.
Well, that's
Okay.
perfectly fine. I was turned into what was the phrasing we used, Gilly? A
Bag of
flesh
bones?
sack. Yes, flesh sack full of bone pieces at one point. That
He
was
used
quite
as
the
a chew
recovery.
toy. Yeah, he was used as a chew toy at one point.
Oh yes.
I just don't like feeling useless to the group.
Oh,
That's fine.
don't
You get
worry
some
about it at
spells.
all. It took
You-
until
at least-
very, very recently for me to be more than useful.
At least you weren't that guy. Points to Alkios.
That's true.
What the
I
hell
am
is
immune to
your
poison and
problem?
Wasn't paralyzed.
Hmm?
We're just fucking with you, my friend. Follow with us.
He's
No
he's
You
problem
look-
at all.
You
It-
look interesting. Different. I've never seen something have two things mixed together the way you look.
he frowns
Very
a bit.
interesting.
It's a little racist, Morgana.
No, he that's not. He shakes
I mean
it.
it in a nice
he shakes
way,
his
not
head.
a mean way.
He shakes his head. The issue isn't the compliment. I appreciate the sentiment, but you see him stare down at the arm and curl it up into a fist before just shaking his head. Doesn't really matter anymore, but at your service, the Thieves Guild of Duda Davis' foremost guide to the Black Road and smuggling there within. He taps his hooves against the ground.
Cheers, mate. You want to open the door?
Kiara's in a meeting.
She just said that you'd open the door and you had the keys.
I will
so
open the
you-
door. I will open it.
Mhm. Cheers.
Oh, look at this little rock. It's got a nice little bit of moss on it. You know what? I'm going to pick this up, and Gil, I think I'm going to put it in my knapsack.
Really,
As
Dan?
I say knapsack, I'm going to detect thoughts and see if he thinks of anything hearing that name.
Yeah, he kind of seems suspicious as his eyes, you can feel his eyes turn back towards you.
I pick up the rock and put it in my bag, hearing that he knows, and just, glance up towards him. What? I like collecting moss.
Have you not seen his cloak? It's kind of his. It's his thing.
Nothing. Alright, he begins to flip through a section of keys, slowly, kind of dragging through it as he licks his fingers, trying to find the right one.
Gil,
Do you
you
need
hear
some
in your
help
head?
over there?
He knows the smuggler that I used to know, just so we're all aware.
A good or a bad thing?
You didn't have that. I look at
Fair
Alkios
enough.
and I go, you need help? You find the keys? Or...
How are you going to help me find a key that you've never seen before?
I could do this. I cast knock on the door so it opens.
No, no, wait. Garrock, I need a dexterity save.
Alright. 27.
An arrow flies out into your direction, but you jump up. Damp, I need a dexterity save from you because it's gonna go through you if it doesn't hit Kiaraa.
Okay.
If it's going straight in front of me, it wouldn't hit damp though, unless it's going at an angle.
Oh yeah, you're right. It would bear.
It would just. I'd
Yeah.
say I just sidestep it and it shoots past me.
It just whistles past and slightly scratches my face. Oh my god, that was close.
I told you not to just open the door. I am going to be adding in tokens. One of the reasons I was stalling was because I'm still adding tokens to this room, but fine. Fine. It wasn't ready, but I'll open it.
I flash my big smile.
So what was it you were saying about didn't matter? What didn't matter? I'm curious now. You said it's
Who are you talking
about the guy.
I'm confused, but we'll go back to this in a second.
She was wondering what didn't matter about the arm.
Where it came from and that part. It's not worth the time, he says as he kind of he speaks under his breath in Sylvan and says, "Fucking demons, fuck."
You guys coming?
He opens the door, steps inside. You see him pause. Where is nobody moves Sandeep. Sad.
Forgot that guy.
How? Sandeep looks up as you see Alkios take a knee in front of the shrine. On top of it, also Blink, can you hit the music, please?
Yeah.
On top of it,
please continue talking.
I will. I needed to think what I was saying in the middle of saying as I. On top of it, there is a weeping woman who vaguely resembles Elven in shape. She has beautiful fairy-like wings. She almost looks like Sultana, but what is different is that despite having candles surrounding the entirety of it, the stone is nearly black as pitch. 2 gargoyles sit at her side, and around it you see a pile of gold and gemstones. Alkios takes a knee and prays. He flicks a coin onto it, and he looks over at all of you expectantly.
I immediately just step up next to him, kneel down, pretend to pray, and then just flick a coin.
If you would like to roll an Arcana to recognize who this is, you may.
Sure.
Does it have any writing on it?
Wouldn't it be religion?
24.
Yeah, Arcana or religion. Both are fair.
Which roll's better for me? Let's see.
28.
No, it'd be
what did you
Arcana
ask,
for me.
Rook?
I'm asking you, is there any writing on this statue?
Yes. In Elvish, it is written, "Tears fall from the eyes of those abandoned."
By Jai.
The mother...
Take care, yeah.
Sorry, guys. Bye.
What?
He woke up his mom, so Jai has to leave.
Okay, bye, Jai.
Bye then.
By those abandoned by the mother, I will never abandon you. Those who dwell in the night, those who dwell in the dark, the Lady of Shadows does not leave.
Is this Nyx?
No, because that's a man.
Well, I didn't know, sorry. Who is it?
Let me check your rolls.
I got a 28 on my religion.
Alright, Dampmoss and Gilrock, this is a sister goddess to Sultana, the sister of Nyx, Lolth, Sultana, sister of the god of stars. It is the Lady of Shadow, patron goddess of thieves, criminals, and of the darkness. Shadow. And like ghosts and stuff.
And what was the name?
Her name is Aferval.
One.
Someone write that down so I don't forget it later, please.
I've written it down.
Thank you.
So, do we have to pray to this thing and drop a coin in?
You see both Sandeep and Alkios doing so.
You get a message from Gilrock just saying, just go with the thing. You don't have to pray, just pretend.
She pretends to pray. It's the money part. I don't want to give a coin to a stupid statue.
I can give you money later, Jesus.
Throws a coin onto the pile, clearly not happy.
Yeah, I think Rook will just not without praying of any kind, is just gonna drop a coin on it and just do like the quickest little bow that he can.
Alkios kind of turns his head towards you and gives a smile and says, "Have you all given your tithes?"
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah? She protected all of us out there. She is the one who gives sanction and sanctuary to all thieves.
Uh-huh.
Yes, of course. Well, so where's the boss lady that I'm assuming we're gonna speak to, or what's up?
Oh, Kiara's still speaking with someone. We'll go over there in a moment. First, you need to sign your names here that you are guests. Points to a scroll.
Oh, come on!
Right.
This day just gets worse and worse.
Signs an obviously fake name.
How obvious?
I mean, it's not my name. So
oh, I thought you meant like you signed a name that's like huge ass or something.
No, I'm signing. Obviously, I'm signing a fake name, and I'm also gonna use the writing because I have actor. I can copy any one person's writing I've seen, so I'm just gonna copy some writing I saw in my childhood from like one of my teachers, and just write a name like Hugh.
Bendozo.
Nah, I'll call myself Jake Gyllenhaal.
What a weird name.
It's a family name.
But you're from the Claw Peninsula like me, he says, speaking Sylvan.
Speaks back in Sylvan. Yeah, but my parents are Yuan-Ti. I was adopted. I was from one of the many orphanages.
Even more confused, but he just shakes his head. Alright.
I think when I sign my name in the book, I actually just draw a little chess piece of a rook, and like that's it.
You see Sandeep kind of come over and bite the inside of his lips as he thinks.
If you're going to take all day thinking up a name, at least let me sign mine.
Thinking up a name, Alkeo says.
Gift of gab. Message. Shut the fuck up.
Come on, Morgana. Stop exposing us, for fuck's sake. Ugh.
Yeah, Sandeep.
Morgana's just tired. She just wants to go home. She's just like, I'm done with this shit.
Sandeep.
Fucking teleport home. Jesus.
I'm trying to get everyone else killed.
Sandeep just signs some nonsense cursive and like shrugs. As he looks over, you see him kind of stand still for a moment as... Look who's here.
Who is here? There's many people here.
Specifically a person who is not very nice and has a hand that is dead.
Fuck's sake, this fucking... this fuckboy over here, alright. Hey, look, Chris, it's the guy that survived being thrown into a volcano.
Oh, somehow, yeah. I wonder how that could have happened.
Oh, gee willikers.
Yeah.
After signing, I'd go to Archeon. Where do we sit or present ourselves, I guess?
We can go... you can sit wherever you want. You see people betting, playing cards, sitting around having some food. It actually looks quite nice, except for the carpet, which is being eaten away at by mold.
Lovely.
Kiara's main seat, you can see, is brightly decorated with skulls. On top of it, you see 2 painted ram skulls in front of her. Presumably, you don't know, a tiger of some sorts, and next to her is a giant chest full of treasure that she has purposefully open. She looks like a beautiful elven woman with snowy skin. She has a wintry outfit on, and antlers emerge from the side of her head. Her bright green eyes are playfully evil in nature.
Drips of cold should be free. Go over towards that place.
Well, I love the picture of https://drivegoogle.com/file/1amfcebub2iyl. Yeah.
Well, the viewers can see her, so.
All right. Well,
anyway, Morgana signs her name and joins the rest.
All right.
Gilly go up to the lady in the big chair and I say, I'm gonna assume you're the boss.
Who are you?
The people who just recently solved your problems right outside.
Oh yes, the people who got rid of some of the undead. Useful.
Thank you. Happy to be of service. As I said, you're looking for work, so very lovely of you to have us. Although I will say could have given us a slightly bigger challenge. We can do much more.
If you'd like to clear out more of the sewers, be my guest.
No.
Well, I was thinking. Ignore her. She has Tourette's. I was thinking more of something a little bit more lucrative.
She has Tourette's, She says, putting down a handful of cards as she looks over to Arkin.
Indeed.
She will step very close to you, Morgana, staring at you, her gentle, beautiful, graceful features peering deep. Hi.
No, I don't have Tourette's. They just don't like my big gob.
It just so happens. Neither do I. Roll me in athletics or acrobatics.
No one ever does.
What the hell?
She grabs.
She adds a +4 to this, I believe. Oh wait, no, that's only saves. That's only saves. Yeah.
She grabs onto you bodily and twists your arm backwards behind your back. Dampmoss, Dampmoss is gone.
Dampmoss isn't here.
Well, Dampmoss would have recognized her because it's the same person from Sandeep's vision, but Sandeep is freezing in place as he's watching. You should learn how to speak respectfully to the person who leads the entirety of the Thieves Guild here in Dudadeva. Our mistress, the goddess of shadows, Aferval, has seen befit to make me the leader of this sanctuary. She will tighten her grip. Morgana is starting to feel painful.
Can I say in Thieves' Cant to this lady, and I say again, I duly apologize. As she said, none of us like her big gob. She does need to learn when to speak and not, which is why I usually do the talking, as I know when to respect a lady when I see one of obvious higher stature than us. So if you could let her off with a warning just this time.
At seeing you use Thieve Cants, she drops the arm and looks over to you, responding in kind. Well, I am glad to see we have someone of culture here.
Bows his head, politely.
You satyrs sure are a useful lot. Alkios brings in plenty of money with exotic goods from below the Underdark, and now we have another one here. You should be careful, Alkios. He embarrassed you quite a bit out there.
What I do best, my lady.
She takes back her seat. You see her take a long sip of a decorated glass of wine.
I'm like, can I just like very like quietly and very relaxed to not as to indicate no threat presence? Can I draw my longsword and put it like on my lap and just like begin cleaning the blade because I'm just listening anyway?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like slowly pull out my sword out of the harness to ensure that everyone can see that I'm doing it, so no one is gonna like fucking attack me. And I just like I put it on my lap and I take out like a whetstone and I begin like cleaning it off with a rag and oil and ensure that it's nice and clean. So when I put it back in the sheath.
Now, I've recently lost one of my biggest clients, unfortunately. It seems a coward he was, abandoned our industry at one of his greatest heights.
Oh, yes, our old boss. When I see him, I'm gonna wring his neck.
Indeed, I will kill him myself.
I say, I almost hate him just as much as him, and I point to Arkin.
Yes, Arkin is most displeased. I expected to receive my money. And you'll receive the money from our connections eventually. Yes, she does not notice his lie. We have time and merit and other things to deal with. But first, I need to know, why are all of you here today? I haven't heard of you before, unless you just wish to bask in my beauty, which I can understand, but the unfortunate reality is, I am currently taken.
Oh, I would assume no such less. As aforementioned, we are members of Sandeep's old crew over in the capital, and since his whole operation went belly up, we are currently looking for new employers, and we'd heard so much about the criminal underground in Dudadeva, and as we can all see in this room, you are quite more wealthy than he ever was, or ever would be, for that matter. So, figured our best bet would be trying to work for you, an actual professional, who wouldn't go soft like a little baby.
Yeah, she smirks. Sandeep used to be an excellent enforcer at his job. But you have come to the right place if you're looking for work, I should say. This is the hub for almost all other branches of the Thieves Guild within this area. Dudadeva is its center, and from it we work. People want the drugs from the Black Road, the things that the Sultanate would never approve of manufacturing. The mushrooms, the like. And sometimes things get messy. Things get a little too messy and frustrating. But recently, the stupid crystal demons, or whatever they like to call themselves, have made my life much more difficult than it already was. Sandeep clenches his fist a bit. He's becoming increasingly angry as he thinks about what happened with the crystals. But he holds himself.
Well, we are, as you could probably guess from the commotion outside, we're quite apt at our job. We are no strangers to thievery, cleanup, removal of annoyances, one could say. It's whatever's needed, really.
Good.
And I'm sure my crew could deal with it way better than a certain other satyr. And he says that he has like his one hand up and points to the side to like hide his finger as he points towards Alkion.
Alkios rolls his eyes. Alkios doesn't work as a thief, he's a smuggler.
think he'd be better at handling himself then.
I mean, he survived, been here for 6 years now, maybe 7. He survived 7 years as our primary liaison with the Black Road. I would say that speaks something. Although,
Yes.
it was quite amusing to watch him fumble that fight so royally. Apologies for bringing poor names upon the Thieves Guild, he says with a slightly annoyed glance at you, Gilrock.
Well, new fresh blood to bring the standard back up then. What did I say? So really, it's whatever would be needed of us, we could probably help or do with.
Well, you've got a foot in the door, but I want a test. I want a proof that that this isn't a sting, you know? Set up
Yes, of
by
course.
someone. I have a target. I want a statue stolen.
What statue it's already done? Which statue would you need?
There was a family that moved here approximately 10 years ago, refugees from the Underdark. They arrived, apparently, after several weeks of traveling using a smuggler, up to the surface. Along their journey, they found a incomprehensibly valuable piece of artifact. Ventress is the dynastic name. It's run by a pushover and a somewhat competent daughter. If you can steal that for me, maybe do some more work clearing out the sewers. There are other contracts I could consider, but...
Coincidentally, we've actually been scaling the exact house this family lives in, I believe. Just sort of to, try and come in with, not come in empty-handed to you. I was actually about to propose a heist at that house, but it can be done. I have spotted the security. It would be quite easy for me to get in and out.
How?
It's like,
Alkios says out loud. That house is filled to the brim with magical detection. She's
if you have
very...
if you have a certain amount of charm, my friend, it's very easy to get certain passwords and such from, let's say, the people who would know how to get in.
That's a deception roll, Gilrock. You need to roll deception for that.
First one, we'll do it a little spicy. First one's a 24. The one's dirty 20. So 24.
Alright.
Ignore this third one, it's just because the thing was there.
Yeah, got it. It's the same anyway.
Yeah.
Insight. Oh my god, Kiaraa, please!
She got no clue. Why is she doing it twice?
Because you rolled deception twice. There's two lies. There's two lies in what you said.
Okay.
So you would have had to roll twice anyway.
Okay. I should roll 4 times. Let me see. Why was there 2 lies?
Because one of them is, we've been scoping the house, you've been staying there. The second is, not
technically a lie, though. It's more like if we're being honest, if I'm gonna be a little bullshitty, technically I'm not lying. We know the security of the house. We know how to get in and out.
You do know that. That one I'm not. That one's not the lie. And then the other part is God damn it, Gilrock, why did you have to rules lawyer me right now? I literally had it remembered. Anyway, she doesn't see through it, so the conversation continues. She'll look at Rook and says, "Does he not speak?"
He's mute, unfortunately. It's very well in this line of work. It's very difficult to torture someone who can't speak.
I would agree. That is a most useful trait. but can he sign? She begins Thieve canting at you.
At him?
Yep, at Rook.
Silent message translating for you.
Luckily, I'm pretty. Let me check something really quick. I am pretty sure that I already speak Thieves' Cant.
If you do, then I don't.
Huh?
If you do, I don't message you.
Armor, weapons, tools, languages, common. I do speak Thieves' Cant. I respond back in Thieves' Cant.
All right, she'll ask, "Where are you from, human?"
I just respond back, Western nation.
Which one?
What did we call it again? I kind of really forgot.
The Kiaraa of something. I don't remember off the top of my head either.
I just sign. Yeah, I just signed back the Kiaraa. That's such a weird word.
Oh, long way from home. You went the entire length of your own continent to get to the other side to the ocean. Interesting. Welcome to Dudadeva, and welcome to the realm of elves, of the Khan, as it were. These sewers are built on top of over 50, maybe 60,000 years worth of history. Shocking, really, how long it's been since the earliest days of elven civilization, although we don't know much about what it was like before the cataclysm. Can
I respond?
Yes, you can respond.
Yeah, I'm gonna sign back, and this is posed as a respectful question. Do you have a lot of interest in history, my lady?
Oh, a significant amount. There's an artifact I keep, well, not an artifact, but a door I wish to figure out what the secret behind it is that is tens of thousands of years old, at least according to the mage I tortured. Sandeep.
Morgana's gonna raise her hand to see if she has a chance to speak.
You get a death glare, but she'll pause.
She'll speak in Elvish to her if she understands that, which I hope she does.
You're all speaking Elvish right now, because that's what.
Oh, I thought we were speaking common. Oh well,
no,
okay.
Elvish is common.
In this game, in this country, Elvish is the common language.
Okay then.
Common is spoken in Rook's country.
I don't know how Elvish culture works. I am half of one myself. Has anyone ever come across a male elf with his middle finger missing?
I mean, there's plenty of people around this room who have fingers missing. She kind of looks at you like she's lost.
I don't know, looks similar to me?
Green?
I don't know what my father actually fully looked like, to be honest. He left when I was young. My mother took his middle finger off as payment for it.
Is this supposed to be a sob story or something? Yeah,
No, I'm just looking for my father, you know?
I don't have your answers. Although I can see if our finder can do anything for you.
I would appreciate that.
Assuming you learn when and where to speak. And also succeed in accomplishing a few tasks. Big one being getting me that statue.
Of course.
She sniffs the air and you can see her brow kind of clenching a bit as she looks around. Are one of you wearing saffron and water lily perfume?
But I mean, this might be a little late, but kind of did the seeming to make it so we wouldn't be recognizable. So I would like mask the smell, and wouldn't we all smell like shit being down in the sewers?
I just didn't know if it worked on smell. I thought you just did the appearance.
I can change anything apart from like.
Okay, well then never mind. We're gonna retcon going back in time. That didn't happen. Sorry.
Oh.
As she looks around, she'll like toss a small leaflet of paper towards you across the tiger skin rug to the pillow that you're sitting on, Gilrock.
Mm-hmm. Pick it up.
It is a contract written in Elvish for the statue. And she also rolls another contract to you.
Mm-hmm. Pick it up.
It's a contract to find out more about the undead situation and understanding the crystals.
Okay, so after I read that, I'll say, regarding the crystals, I cannot give you.
Kiaraa.
Who's whispering to me?
It's me.
Fuck
I'm
you,
gonna.
sup.
Yeah, I write down on a little piece of paper and I show you, and it says on the paper, "Show the contracts to me."
Okay, I hand the contract to Rook, and I continue what I was saying, and I say, regarding the crystals, one of the people who attacked us, who retreated, actually did give up some information about how they're trying to situate them throughout the catacombs to gain some sort of power. He didn't manage to lure out enough from them. But I think we're already a little bit on the ways. We've already figured out that the crystals, I'm assuming you already have, but I'll say it nonetheless, triggers traumatic memories if you are to break a piece.
They trigger something in most people. I ripped one off and I didn't feel anything.
Well, I'm assuming because you don't really have a traumatic memory, maybe. You don't have something you regret.
Regrets?
The best way to live.
The worst regret I have is teaching my skills to that little upstart Sandeep.
Well, there we have it. It probably triggers some sort of regret, and if you are in our line of business, most of us shouldn't be bothered.
Do any of you have reaction to that? Because that's a pretty big red flag for something about her as a person.
Well, we're not going to show one.
I know, but I'm asking if you have any internal reactions. Like, tell me what you think. What do you think?
I'll tell you what Rook is thinking. Rook is thinking if there are any secret clauses hidden on these documents, as I can see invisible writing due to eyes of the Runekeeper. Is there anything on these documents that are hidden or obfuscated in any way? Like, I am not going down a Mahadi 2.0.
Nope.
Yeah.
There is nothing. The documents are written in plain language. They offer you a place at the Thieves Guild. The only cost is that by joining the Thieves Guild, you pledge your soul to the Goddess of Shadows. But that's because they all do. And Sandeep still prays to her.
I'm gonna raise my hand respectfully and wait for her to finish talking before I'll pose my question.
But most of our other allies have had veritable discomfort with the crystals. Some cry, some scream. It's a very effective torture method. The little bits you can use and put them next to people while they're sleeping and they'll freak the fuck out.
Good thing I could pick some of them up then.
Indeed. We know that they bring back undead. The Disney catacombs that surround all of this place. The unfortunate reality with almost every city in this country is that it's built on top of a graveyard. 60,000 years worth of city built on city. The sewers flooded with coffins. At least we're able to keep most of the smell out of here. The room actually smells surprisingly pleasant for being surrounded by sewage canals.
Yes. Well.
But nobody's been able to get into the actual... The crypt to the south. We can't figure out the opening mechanism. There might be something in there worth looking for.
And with her saying that, I am gonna like raise my hand gently.
Yes.
And I'm gonna sign to her in Thieves' Cant. If I can add one extra thing as a reward for completing this mission, I would like to have a look at that door. I too am a big lover of history, and this door seems very fascinating to me. Intriguing, if you will. I'd like to take a look at it.
Do you mean an intimate look, or just a look? Because I can take you to take a look after my meeting with Arkin right now. Looking at the door won't do anything. It doesn't open.
I'm gonna sign. I would like to have an opportunity to study it and look the mechanisms over. I like working with these sorts of things.
Oh, well then yes, that will have to wait until you complete one of these contracts.
Yeah, I sign back. Thank you, my lady. And I will add it written into the written part of the contract, and I show it to her. Is this acceptable? I sign back.
You have surprisingly good Elvish handwriting for a human, and yes, it is acceptable.
All right. Yeah. In that case, I hand the documents back to Gilrock. All right.
If you want any others, here are some other thieving options in case the estate proves too difficult to penetrate. She throws you a set of 3 other things, but other people are on these as well, so you want to do an alternative. You'll need to be fast about it.
Wait, I need that again. What did you say?
She said there's other... okay. There are other people on the case as well, so if you want to do something instead of the big heist, she's giving you 3 smaller heists. You have 3 options. I'm giving you extra choices. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, I just have to understand it correctly. I mean, okay, above game, I think we should go for the big one. You know, just walk out of there like legends. What does Casper what does Gilrock and Morgana think?
Well, Damp Moss needs to be part of that conversation, because that statue, this is a religious thing as well, Gilrock, and also there's multiple moral implications here.
Morgana would rather just teleport back to the house and be done with it all.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, I think since we've kind of lost our talking pipe here for a moment, I think I'm just going to sign to her. Please give us a few hours to consider what we wish to work on the most. We appreciate your patience, and thank you for your graciousness in allowing us inside.
Indeed. If you need food, help yourselves. We get enough of it. And this last thing I would like is... see if you can't put Alkios to some use. He hasn't been on a mission in a while, and I want to see if his combat skills have degraded too far.
There we go.
Yes, Casper.
My mic got fucking disconnected. I thought y'all fucker were just ignoring me the past 10 minutes. Chris, for you, above game, we have 2 artificers who can cast Fabricate and just make another statue that's a perfect replica. So we get past the moral implications of stealing it.
Fair enough. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. We have a level 15 artificer who can make a perfect replica like that.
Easy, let's do that. All right.
Yeah.
All right, that worked. Cool. Yeah, we'll go up and figure out what we're gonna do, and we're just gonna show back up with the statue.
Did you hear her last statement? You need to figure out something to do with Algios. She wants him to prove.
Yeah. Can I say? Well, if it's in order from you to bring him, of course. But we as a crew kind of know each other the best, work together, you know. Three's a crowd, that type of saying. But if you order it, it shall be done.
Listen. She steps off her chair and she comes up to you, looking you in the eyes. You're very handsome. But one thing you need to understand is, like the Emir of Dudadeva, every word I say is in order. She cups your chin gently. Though yes,
Understood.
It's in order.
Understood.
She gives you a flirtatious kiss on your cheek before going and sitting back down.
We shall be off. And we leave. Get the fuck out of there.
Do you get any food? She said you could get some food if you wanted to.
No, we're gonna get right to work, you know,
Okay.
make a good impression. I'm gonna go to Alkios and be like, hey, here's my sending stone information. We'll text you the place and time.
Is
right?
this a Foreignese area code?
Yeah. Then I'm gonna sure it is. And I'm gonna
Sorry,
be like, I'm gonna text you the information of when and where, alright? So you could gather your things, whatever you need.
Alright.
We'll probably do the heist tomorrow evening or such. Well, I'll text you, okay?
Okay.
Bow out.
But that's the night with the Thieves Guild. Some of them are planning on going to the palace for the winter celebration.
Well, maybe we'll do it in 2 nights then. Again, I'll text you. And we start going.
Alright, you leave.
Get the fuck out of there.
We cut from this scene to a scene in a distant pit lined with purple crystals. In the center, a large feminine naga with feathers running down her spine, purple scales with dark ink black jets, sits curled up as she stares up into a mirror-like facade of a crystal. Each one, she smiles and puffs out her neck. Oh, I look so beautiful today. But I always look beautiful. Truly. Into the room walks the crystalline, spider-like corpse man. And she turns around and says, "So what's the word on our heroes? Nyfero gave me a mission here, and I am hoping that our undead armies will be able to accomplish something. Well, some of them are... They're going to be a bit harder to defeat than others." For us? You must be joking. My pride is not born from nothing at all. It is earned. And Fraz and Nyfero expect me to deliver results, and results I will deliver. His little servitress is also running around the city, isn't she? She's making mischief for them? That doesn't guarantee. The one has an amulet that's quite powerful. Always interfering in our affairs. Really, the fates say that they want to promote neutrality and they can't pick a side in the conflict, but allowing him to have that necklace. Shameful, really. Maybe we should have a talk with one of the sisters. See to it. He snaps her fingers as the insectoid man stands at attention and will say, Mistress, what of the aspects. When are we going to try to release? Not yet. We need to gather more undead and sow more crystals. Maybe once they start growing in Rashvari's palace, we can start really thinking about launching the invasion from the ground up. First, we need to probably kill that group. Or turn one of them traitor. But that's not going to probably happen again. We were lucky enough to get it once. Blaine.
Yes.
Yes.
What's your recommendation? How should we deal with this?
In regards to them?
Yes. They're your friends, and Nyfero offered you some sort of deal for their souls, so I don't want to take that from you.
Just kind of looks at this thing and thinks to himself, that is not at all what Nyfero offered me, and also he didn't offer me anything, but he just kind of sighs.
Assume the conversation happened off screen, please. Thank you for...
Sure. If you want to deal with them, force their front lines to stay occupied while bombarding them with casters from the back. Ensure that the people that you're sending against them has plenty of access to things such as counterspell or spells such as silvery barbs. Make it a hell for them to slog through.
What of that human? We couldn't get any information out of him.
Kill him along with the rest. I don't care. Just get it done. I have more important things to see to than this.
She kind of blinks for a moment.
Is there an issue? Do I need to call Nyfero here?
There's no issue. And no, I respect Nyfero's judgment. I just thought you would perhaps have a more distinctive plan for undermining Gilrock's charisma or Damp Moss's divinity or anything that I can use as a weak link.
Take away the things that they love. Instead of capturing their families, slaughter them. Slaughter Vanessa and her little child thing, or whatever. In regards to Gilrock, I don't suppose you could kill Victor. He's probably too powerful for you.
That's presumptuous, but I could. It would be definitely a fight.
Well, in that case, that's what I suggest you do, and ensure that you don't die from doing it.
Well,
although he's not
I
as
just
important.
respawn, he says. He's
not as important. I assume the weak link that would be created in regards to this, I think you need to handle Damp Moss more than anything. Even back when I was still with the group, they had a bit of a tighter relationship, so kill one of them, the other one is going to fall eventually.
Okay. You can return to whatever you want to, but you're part of the front lines now, which means we all have to work together. Until
We are working together. But
I'm just making it clear.
if there is an issue, let me check something really quick. Oh shit, is the music cutting out for anyone else as well?
No, it's gone.
No.
Oh shit, my music is going, like, it's fucking chopping a lot. Where is it? If needed, use this. And I hand my Power Word Kill spell scroll.
Ah, She hands it over to the servant. When you can dig under the Ventress estate, create a situation they can't escape from. Yes, my lady. I will see to it. Good.
That spell scroll is very powerful. I expect recompense when you return, either victorious or defeated, just so you know. Now, I have other things to see to, and I sort of like lean in and I just like hold her cheek very closely for a moment. Toodles, and I vanish in a puff of smoke.
That's where we're gonna cut today.
Whoa. Chris, you really want to have Blaine use that power word kill spell somehow, don't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just, you know what? Here you go. Here's a thing that can kill everyone in the party apart from Rook immediately.
I mean, it's a strong opening to a fight. Like, hey,
Yes.
oh, what's that? Yeah, die. Fucking die.
That's pretty good.
All right, thank
not
you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you to my lovely players, and thank you to the artists who make Nightmares Incarnate: A Conspiracy of Demons possible, including Ivan Dudar, Principles1212, Caribou, Angelica New York Weave, amongst many. Please check them out if you go on Fiverr. Particularly Caribou. Caribou makes great art. She is responsible for Nyfero's art, many of the gods' art. Absolutely recommend 10 out of 10. Same with Easy Menendez. Great guy. And we will be back next week with more.
Why are you going spooky with it?
I don't know, because this is a spooky campaign. It's a spooky, goofy campaign.
This campaign is goofy.
It's spooky. There are spooky elements. It's scary. Oh, demons are scary. Okay, I don't know what to tell you.
Chris,
What do you call that?
Chris,
Is it spoofy or is it goopy?
Chris, it's super scary. Okay, it's terrifying.
I'm fucking terrified. Absolutely.
I hate you both.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I want my mom.
These concepts are actually scary. Anyway,
it's not your fault that you got two people that are very messed up in the head.
Anyway, we'll be back. Bye.
Yeah, take it easy.
Bye.